Good day, ladies and gents. I'm Emilio A. Colon, and welcome back to the EAC Show. I have been a little bit busy, unfortunately, and haven't been able to do the show. I felt like that I was so much involved with the stuff that was going on for my daughter. For you guys that follow, my daughter has now committed to Arizona State University. She is a Sun Devil. We are a Sun Devil family. It's going to take me some time to adjust to wearing Adidas, but I have no choice. I'm a checks over stripes kind of guy, Levon, honestly, and it's been an exciting time. It's been the proud daddy moments for me. So I took a little time away from the show, but now we're back. Levon, I appreciate you joining me for the show. I know Cam is going to come on probably next week as well. So I'm just so excited that we're finally doing the EAC show once again.
Yeah, man, it's been a little minute, but like I said, we're back, we're going, and congratulations to Nasia. And I know, like I said, those proud father moments is what it's all about. So good for you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, we did a little bit of traveling. You know, we had to go to Arizona State at first, then we had to go to West Virginia. Shout out to both of those places. Those places are amazing. The 942 crew over in Arizona State is ridiculous, and all the hospitality and stuff that they treated us with. And shout out to the West Virginia Mountaineers and their program. That all of those students and all those people were great too. But Inasia made the decision, and I'm just happy for her and looking forward to just being able to enjoy some football and watch her play and watch her succeed. That's it pretty much. But there's been 2 weeks of phenomenal football, mind you. All of the Showtime, all of the main games, like the Thursday game, the Sunday night game, the Monday night game, all of these games have been hit. So we're going to recap a little bit of the first 2 weeks, speak about this week coming up with the betting lines, of course, because we're a bunch of degenerates on this show. And then obviously we're going to talk about a couple other things. I know, Levon, you wanted to touch about Ben Simmons and the 76ers and that whole debacle and what's going on with them. So obviously, let's just go straight into it, Levon. Please tell me what you think. Week 1, week 2 recap, just some of the things that you saw, you didn't like, or you did like, or whatever it may be about week 1, week 2 NFL football.
Well, obviously, the talk of week 1, in my opinion, was Mr. RELAX. No excuse.
Shout out to Cam. Shout out to Cam.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cam.
38, was it 38-3? There's really just no excuse for that. Before we get into week 2, end of the day, it just boils down to him being poor sport. He's not good from behind. When he's down, he kind of quits and gives up. He has this lackluster attitude, but getting beat down that hard, and I don't think none of the players were in the entire fourth quarter. For them just to give up like that for the opening game of the year, it's kind of weak to me. So that to me, that was a highlight of week 1. But in general, though, I was just happy to have the game back. You know what I mean? This is the first time in a couple of years that we're having fans back in the stands, and there's a difference, right?
People would say,
yeah, it's a big difference, especially when it comes to, like you said, the gambling aspect of things, but also for the teams that are playing, right? These quarterbacks I forget who said it, but the guy was like, yo, last year must have been the easiest year for quarterbacks ever because you could hear everything. And that makes all the difference. A lot of these quarterbacks week 1 that were on the road, so many penalties. They couldn't hear the sound. Nothing was working because of all the noise, the crowd noise. So it's a big difference. And that can mean, difference between 3 and 3.5 to 6, the key number is 7. So, yeah,
listen to me. I'm going to be honest with you. We've all been there, Levon. You've been there. I've been there. We played sports in some way, shape, or form. We sometimes we'll go into that game and we're like, yeah, we ready. We're going to blow these kids out. And all of a sudden we get smacked in the face. And then we're like, God damn, what the hell just happened? Like, we're just scratching our head because we know we're better than the team we're playing against, but we're getting our asses kicked. And it's just like, yo, what the hell is going on? What's going on? So Aaron Rodgers is right in a sense. He knew that week 1, them getting smacked were just like, I don't want to call it a fluke because it takes away from the New Orleans Saints did, but that wasn't the Green Bay Packers that we normally see. But they came back and they did their thing. We'll discuss that a little bit later on in week 2. For me, I was just extremely excited to see Sam Darnold, former Jet. My Jets, I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. There's a big ass meme on social media on TikTok making fun of they can't block and they running into each other and all types of shit.
I saw it. Was he paused it?
Oh my God, it was awful when the kid paused it. This is ridiculous. This is what Zach Wilson is going through, or whatever. But anyway, make a long story short, I'm happy.
I thought it was a video. No. Before I pressed play, I pressed it. I'm like, yo, that looks mad real though. I'm like,
Yeah. No, it is real, sir. It's fucking real. But I mean, I'm happy for Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers and Christian McCaffrey. They are doing their thing. They are balling. They're 2-0. They're Sam is getting what he deserved. He has weapons. He has a defense. He has this. He has that. I mean, but like I said, every primetime game from the Sunday night game to the Monday night game to the Thursday night game has been absolutely excellent. The game that we saw literally this past week Monday night was phenomenal. You know, between the Washington football team. It was Washington football team, right?
Oh, I think talking about the other prime time, the Ravens and the Chiefs.
That one I was talking about, yeah, but I'm talking about just getting more current. That's what I'm trying to do.
Got you. Yeah. No, Washington. You talking about Lions?
Wait, I'm sorry. I have it mixed up. So Washington and the Giants played on Thursday. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
and then we had the Sunday night. Yes, then we had the Sunday night game. I'm sorry. Then we had the Sunday night game, which was the Chiefs and the Ravens. And then we had the Monday night game, which was Aaron Rodgers versus the Detroit Lions.
Yes.
But I mean, look, just keep it honest with you. Detroit, they were in both of those games almost in a sense. You know, like I know that San Francisco was blowing them out at first, but they ended up coming back. And then they were, ahead on Green Bay on Monday. And then Green Bay obviously just smoked them in the second half. But at least the games are entertaining. They are gambler's paradise. There was so much like riding on that touchdown that at the end that Goff almost threw, because there's a lot of backdoor covers. It was 11.5. He throws that touchdown. It's over. Everybody's fucked.
Yeah, and it looks like a blowout, but I thought about that too. I mean, I tapped out because I lost the halftime spread. So bad. But
seven. What? -7? -7 Green Bay.
Sorry.
It was -7 Green Bay.
Pretty gross.
Oh wow.
I mean, the Lions came out smoking out the gate. Like, what's going on? Like, but anyways, and of course, second half they take off. But I'm looking at the score on my phone because I stopped watching. I was pissed. I see 35-17. I'm like, what's crazy is the Packers are dominating, but a touchdown, it's 11 points, and that's not enough. That is not. And you know what? My condolences. Both of us, we got to give our condolences to the dude that put $25. I know we all heard about it.
Oh man!
To win $700K and that being the last game. That's a tough last game, bro. I mean,
I wouldn't have hedged it. I wouldn't have did it.
But I don't understand. Why would you not want to hedge it? Yeah, I would have took out a HELOC. Bro, how do you not hedge? I don't understand you guys. You guys don't make no sense to me.
Let it ride, man. Let it ride,
putting my house on the line. I'm putting my house on the line, Packers money line, to get back 20, 30 grand, something. Because guess what? If I lose 150 grand, guess what? I still come up 550. Why would you not do that?
I'm old school, man. I'm sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I just let it ride, man. I just let it ride.
No, that's not old school. That's pride. That's what it is. It's nothing.
Whatever you want to call it, that's fine by me. It is what it is. I let it ride.
I don't understand that philosophy. I don't get it.
LeVon, we are literally living in a time right now. We are living in a time, and everybody has talked about this, and some people might know my history and some people might not. We are literally living in a time that all of this is legal. All of this is enjoyable. All of this is just like, there's little kids in 12, and they're 12 years old, 13 years old, 14 years old talking about, I got the Packers -7 first half. I'm like, for what? Donuts? Like, what are you talking about?
Pogs.
Like, for what? What are you, for cookies at school? Like, I'm confused. Can you tell me what's going on here?
Man, and you're right. It's all over the place now. Nobody hides it anymore. I love how all the sports shows are like, hey, by the way, that spread. Before there was the one commentator saying, oh, a lot of folks are going to be mad with that touchdown, but he would never say it. It's funny. But now it's like they got betting pre-game sports shows betting. Half times they're talking about it. It's crazy. And officially in the state of Florida, I believe the date is October 15th. I could be mistaken. It's people are going to line up. We lining up now. We're at the windows. We're at the windows October, I think it's 15th and 19th. People are lining up, baby. It's game time.
I need a movie. I need a book. I need something on my life because because that day is detrimental to myself and my family based off my history. But I mean, I just want to do this real quick before I forget. I want to give a shout out to Dana White, and the reason why I'm giving a shout out to Dana White because I found out today that he actually is having a show, a cooking show, and it's going to be called Fuck It Fridays. LeVon, doesn't that sound familiar?
No, I need
every fucking Friday for Cam, myself, and Market was fucking Friday right here on the EAC show. But listen, I'm not trying to say that it was our idea. Obviously, you know, it was just a saying that we used to say every Friday. We called our episodes Fuck It Friday. But shout out to Dana White. Congratulations to you. And wish you nothing but the best on your TV show, Fucking Friday. Matter of fact, have us on. Like, let us share that with you.
That's all.
That's it. I don't want no monetary shit. Just come, invite a dad and Cam and Marcus and LeVon and another dad, and let us come and let us eat some food with you. Like, fuck it.
That's all. Wow, interesting.
That's crazy, right? You see the ideas that I tell Marcus this all the time, and sometimes I even tell Cam, the ideas that we had, if we just literally gave them water, they will birth something. I heard it today. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, that's the show that we had every Friday. We called every Friday show Fuck It Friday shows.
See? Yeah, man, it be like that. It's always like that, right?
It's okay though. It's okay. It's entrepreneurship. I applaud it. I'm happy for him. I really am, honestly. No hate, no trolling. He's the epitome. He's what everybody wants to be when it comes to entrepreneurship. So I'm okay with that.
Absolutely, man. So yeah, Dana's a beast, man. He's doing things others wouldn't. So shout outs to him.
Now, before we get it, because we're gonna spend so much time talking about week 3, obviously. Let's tackle this Ben Simmons shit. Let's tackle this baby shit. Now, mind you, I ain't mad at Ben Simmons for spending time with his baby, who he's spending time with. I'm talking about his shorty. The shorty is back. But from the basketball standpoint, yo, Ben Simmons, what is it? Are you gonna come? Are you not coming? Are you like what the fuck are we doing?
You know what's crazy? I haven't heard any sports shows or heard much about this dilemma. I know it's been all over, but I haven't heard anything. I haven't really been locked in. But I've seen the Ben Simmons wants to get traded. The guy said clearly he does not want to play another game for this franchise. Obviously, Doc's got to be politically correct. Oh, we'd love to have him, on the team. At the end of the day, it's just not going to work out. So you need to make a move. Now, what you're going to get for him is very interesting. I heard the Spurs today, DeJounte Murray and somebody else. I don't know, but end of the day, did he didn't? I'm sure he didn't solve his major issue, and that's the fact that he can't shoot. I mean, he's chilling with his baby, like you said. So, and you can't solve shooting overnight. That takes time. It's been a couple months, and it is kind of showing you. I'm just chilling right now. Like I want to play ball. I love ball, but I'm just chilling.
If I had a piece of paper and it was like really legible to show the audience and people that are listening, I would tell you exactly if I was trading for Ben Simmons, what I would trade for Ben Simmons. And it would say on the piece of paper, it would say, number 1, slap dick. Number 2, jerk off. Number 3, nobody. Like, I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that shit. I'm good. I can go get someone else. I'm straight. I'm like, wash my hands, keep it moving, copacetic. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Let me just get the fuck out of here. I don't need none of that shit. It's more like a salary dump than anything else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you got somebody, without question, who is talented as he is, but doesn't take basketball as serious. He's waiting till, what is this, year what, 4, 5 he's in the league already?
Yeah, 4.
He's waiting to now to start working on his jump shot? Yo, let me explain something to you, man. You got Giannis, you got Zion Williams, you got John Morant, you got all these boys out there putting this serious fucking... Zach LaVine is on the worst fucking basketball team in the world, and he puts in work every fucking day just to be as good as he is. Don't give me that shit. As good as you are, Ben Simmons, there's no reason on God's green earth why you should just be working on your game right now, this year. It's this bullshit. It's bullshit.
End of the day, it all boils down to one thing, and it's something that you can't really make somebody do, and that's, his love and his passion for the game. Do you love the game or not? First of all, he's paid. We all know that. He's making 30, 40 mil, whatever it is. So it's not about the money. He's good. okay, now that you're paid, you know what they say, the true colors come out when you get the money, right? Do you love basketball or not? We know you don't need it, right? But do you love the game or not? You don't. So
if I'm Philly, I just figure out somebody to do a salary dump. I don't even care what I get for him. It is what it is. Just get him off my books. I'll take a number 7 supersize with a large fry and an extra large fry and an apple pie or some shit right now. For
Greg
Ben
Oden.
Simmons. bring Greg Oden or some shit like that. So let's get into it. Week 3, NFL football. Let's talk about it. We got the Thursday night game. We got the Carolina Panthers against the Houston Texans. Now, unfortunately, for the Houston Texans, who've been playing really, really well, Tyrod Taylor is not playing. The quarterback is out. That line is -8 Carolina. Who you got, Lamont?
Well, I mean, sometimes you just got to eat the number. To my knowledge, I don't know the kid's name that's starting. Drew
Mills.
Mills. Is it Drew Mills?
Yeah.
Or is that
David? I think it's David Mills.
I knew it started with a D. Yeah, you got to show me. So I'm not gonna. I mean, 8's a nice number. It's a nice number. It really is. But I think they win by at least 10. You know, again, the weapons that Carolina has, right? McCaffrey, you know, Moore, you know, Robbie, just Sam feeling more confident overall, or 2-0. They look like they might be a playoff team. I know it's early, but his confidence is rolling right now. And for a rookie starting his first professional game, I'm going -8. I'm going to take it.
I'm going to go with you on that one, too. I'm going to take Carolina -8. I think Sam Darnold and the boys, Matt Rule, I think they figure it out. I think McCaffrey finally has a really, really, really big game. His other games have been just, you know, whatever. They've been good, but they haven't been Christian McCaffrey type games. So I think McCaffrey breaks out here. I think he has that big game, maybe a touchdown for Robbie Anderson, deep bomb. So I see Carolina covering there 8 points. The next game we got Sunday, 1 o'clock. We got the Atlanta Falcons going to New York to play the New York Giants. New York is -3. Now, before all you give me who you want, please Saquon Barkley show up to play.
Yes, I think Saquon will. And the reason why I think he'll show up, a big factor, because I looked at this game a little bit, and first couple weeks, you know, first game back, you know, kind of, you know, getting him, you know, back into the groove of things. Second game, he ran a 40-yard run. We all saw that game, national TV, but he was still kind of in and out. But guess what? The last game was played last Thursday. I think those 3 extra days make all the difference. He's got 10 days of rest. So I'll put it like this. If Saquon doesn't come back and does what he does, I give up. I give up on him. I'm letting him go. You got 10 days rest. And we know you're a beast, but you got to show us now. It's week 3. You got to show us. So with that being said, though, not a fan of New York's defense. And Matt Ryan's a freaking statue. So bad. I hope he's not this bad. But with Pitts and Ridley, I think it's a high-scoring game. But I'm going to take the 3 points. I'm going to go Atlanta. And Atlanta screwed me the last 2 weeks. I don't know why I do this every year. They screwed me the last 2 weeks. I had them plus 12.5 last week, my little pool thing. That didn't work out. He threw 2 interceptions. But anyways, I'm going to go. This is it. Tic-tac-toe, 3 in a row. Third time's a charm. I'm going to go Atlanta for the third time, +3.
I'm going to go to Giants -3. I like Joe Judge a lot. I think they should have won the game when they played Washington. I love Joe Judge for what he said at the press conference. He didn't want to throw his player under the bus. He basically said, look, we didn't lose that game because he came off sides in the last second. We lost that game way before even that. He didn't throw the player on the bus. That goes a long way in the locker room. And I do think the Giants did play better than the Redskins. Heineke balled out his ass, but I think the Giants play better than the Redskins. I think the Giants are better than the Falcons. So I'll take the Giants -3 points against Atlanta. The next game, we got my bum-ass fucking New York Jets, man, Jesus Christ, against the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos are -10.
I thought 10.5 too, somewhere earlier. Yeah, man, that's a big number. And, you know, I'm glad you're being hard on your Jets, because I'm really not that hard on them. They got a rookie quarterback. I'm trying to figure it out. Again, same kind of situation Sam Darnold was in, but probably worse because he's a rookie. The weapons aren't really there, a lot of injuries. So, I mean, last week wasn't fair. We already know what time it is with Bill Belichick. So that's a game you got to throw out. That doesn't count. Everybody sees ghosts. All the rookies see ghosts. But 10.5, you know what? Or sorry, 10, sorry. Are Jets home? No, they're not. Okay. The reason why I'm going to pick Jets in the points is because your quarterback can have a little more time to throw. Chubb, I believe, is not playing. He's hurt, and he's a havoc. He can make things very tough on the quarterback. So that should give him some extra time to throw. Another week's practice. Bridgewater he's very safe with the ball, but I think 10's a lot of points. And I think I've seen 10.5 around, but I'll take the 10 points from the Jets.
I'm going to take the 10 points too. I agree with you. I don't know if the Jets win this game, but I think they cover the spread. Hopefully Zach Wilson doesn't throw as many picks as he should. I mean, some of those picks were just ridiculous. Like, it was asinine. But hopefully he doesn't throw the picks, and I think they end up getting the job done, and they end up covering the spread. I don't know if they win the game, but they definitely cover the spread.
Yeah.
Let me get to this next game real quick. This next game is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles playing against the – I don't know why. This whole fucking thing is out of order. It's already fucking showing me Monday's game. Let me skip that one. Let's go to the Indianapolis Colts versus the Tennessee Titans. You got the Tennessee Titans -5. Wentz is playing that game, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, there must be some breaking news in the last couple hours or something, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. It says it looks like he is going to play.
Okay, got you. All right. Let's see. So it's funny because when he wasn't playing, it was 5.5. Now that he's playing, it's 5. So that's kind of scary.
It's worth half a point.
Yeah, half a point. I mean, yikes. Because typically for a starting quarterback, that's worth it. That's good. It's like 5 points, 6 points, but 0.5 for broken ankles. And the funny part is, I think the Colts have covered both games, I believe. But you know what? I'm gonna go. I think last week was a really good game for the Titans. That really got the confidence back up from that trash week 1. That was embarrassing. Derrick Henry, man, the big dog. There's no reason why he can't run all over this team again. I think Julio got his first touchdown last week. He's waking up. We know Antonio Brown is there. I'm gonna go ahead and
AJ Brown.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, AJ Brown. Sorry, I know A Brown. AJ Brown. I'm gonna go Tennessee -5.
I'm gonna go Tennessee -5 as well. I think King Henry and them boys get it done. What a great comeback up in Seattle. It's a fucking difficult place to win. You can't really win up there. You know what I mean? It's very, very hard. Pete Carroll and the boys do a good job at home. But I'm gonna take Tennessee -5. We also got another 1 o'clock game. We got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the LA Chargers. Let me explain something to you. I have to say this. The LA Chargers should be 2-0 right now. They had 2 fucking touchdowns called back. Justin Herbert is the truth. This kid threw 16 fucking completions in a row. Like, he is a baller. But they have no chance to keep up with the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the Kansas City Chiefs are pissed off. They should have won the game. They should be 2-0. They should have beat the Ravens. So I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs -6.5. Mahomes is going to go bananas at Arrowhead.
I'm going to go ahead and disagree with you. First of all, last year, that was a very fun game. I remember, was it last year? Yeah, it was last year when Herbert, as a rookie, kept the game really close and had a chance to win in overtime. I remember that game like it was yesterday. But also, I saw a really interesting stat. It's not a secret, but the fact that I heard the stats, it felt right too. Mahomes' first 16 games, he was 14-2 against the spread. The last 15 games, they're 2-13. They do not cover games. And guess what? Herbert's a beast, like you said. They're going to be forced to keep up with this team. They're a lot better than 14 points. I feel like this is going to be the real high-scoring game. Last week, I knew it wasn't going to be a high-scoring game because there was so much hype around it. Now that the hype's no longer on this game, and there's a couple other games that are more hype, I believe that what is the spread? 6.5? What is it? 7?
6.5.
6.5. I'm going to take the 6.5 points with the Chargers to keep this game close, just because the Chiefs they're not covering games for whatever reason. Not sure why, but they're just not.
Next game, 1 o'clock game, we got the Washington football team going to Buffalo and playing in Buffalo. That game is 7.5 to Buffalo. Who you got, Lamar?
Oh man, is it me or has Washington been a bit disappointing, or are we just overhyping them in that defense? That line isn't.
I mean, the defense is nice. The defense just has to stay off the field, and I think Heineke did a better job against the Giants than Fitzpatrick did when he came in. You know, Fitzpatrick got hurt. Heineke came in that first game, and then they started to get a little groove, but it was too late, so they took the L. I think in the second game, Heineke, you know, he did his thing. Stupid pick. They ended up lucking out. They ended up, you know, winning the game. Stupid pick at the end. But I think the offense runs better with Heineke than it does with Fitzmagic. So as long as you keep the defense off the field, the defense should be able to do their thing.
But here's the thing though, that line, that special line that's been hyped up all summer long, all off season, they're not getting to the quarterback like I thought they would. And believe it or not, I know the first game was a low scoring game. I know Herbert's special, and it was a close game, but he was dicing that secondary up. And Daniel Jones had fun with that secondary as well. So they got to show me. I don't like the number, but I'm going to go ahead and just also, the reason I'm going to take Buffalo Bills minus 7.5 is because we all know that the prodigy, I forgot his name for a second, he's nice. He hasn't been too hot the first couple of weeks, right?
Allen?
Yeah, Josh Allen. So he's got some showing to do. And I feel like this secondary has to show me that they're like good, and that D-line has to show me that they can really get after him. So
I'm not going against Heineke. Fuck that. Give me the 7.5 and Heineke. I'll take it all day long, and then I'll have a Heineken after he covers the spread.
Yeah, no, you got to show me. I'm going minus 7.5. Bills. You got to show me.
1 o'clock game. You got Cleveland against the Bears. It's in Cleveland. It's -7 Cleveland. Justin Fields' first start for Chicago. Who you got, LeVon?
I'm going -7. You got again. I love people. Got to show me. I'm excited. I'm going to be tuned into that game. That's going to be an exciting game. I know he was announced the starter this morning. I'm going to go with the Browns -7. I love this game, actually. Run that.
I'm going to go with the Bears +7. I think Justin Fields is good enough to cover the spread. It's in Ohio, which also actually kind of helps him because there's going to be Ohio State fans there rooting for that kid. So let's just be honest. There's more Ohio State fans in Ohio than there is Cleveland Brown fans in Ohio. So let's just face facts. So I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears +7. We got another game at 1 o'clock. Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints going into New England, playing Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots. We got -2.5 New England. Who you got, LeVon?
I'm going to go with Bill Belichick and those boys. The one thing the Patriots do is, number one, they kill rookies. And number two, they take away your best player. So the best player on the Saints is who? Alvin Kamara. You take away Alvin Kamara, you need Jameis Winston to beat you with those receivers running around in the secondary. Not buying it. Week 1 was great. It looked great. You were at home. I'm going to take Bill Belichick to somehow, with Mac Jones being, what do you call it? The game manager, win that by more than 3 points. So I'll take the -2.5.
Nah, fam. Give me the Saints +2.5 bounce back game. I think Sean Payton and them boys get it done. Obviously, the game they played against last week was unacceptable without question. So I don't see Sean Payton losing 2 in a row. I don't give a fuck if it's Bill Belichick. I'd rather take Jameis Winston and the boys and Alvin Kamara than Mac Jones. I don't even know who is it. Harris is their running back. I'm good. I'm straight. Next game, you got the Baltimore Ravens, who are -7.5 favorites on the road. The Detroit Lions are actually at home, and they are dogs by 7.5. Who you got, LeVon?
This is like a classic, like, quote unquote, letdown spot, right? They won the Super Bowl last week, right? The Ravens. They got the monkey off their back.
They acted like it was the Super Bowl, that's for sure.
Yeah, they were cheering like, I mean, I don't want to say embarrassing, but, good for them. Let me not knock them. But damn, you could tell that game meant a lot to them. So whatever, man, enjoy it. But you know what? End of the day, it looks trappy, but the Lions cannot stop the run. And guess what this team does all campaign? They run the ball, and they're gonna run it down your throat. And when they're about to run it, he's gonna pull I'll call it what did Lamar do last week? He did a Tim Tebow, a Tebow Jackson. He went in there, floated up and tossed the rock and walked to a wide open Brown. So ugly number, but I'm gonna take on the road the Ravens -7.5.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to take the Ravens -7.5. I think Lamar Jackson gets it done too. Arizona -7.5 on the road in Jacksonville, playing against Trevor Lawrence and the boys in Jacksonville. I'm going to let you know right now. Give me Arizona minus 7.5. I'm taking D-Hop. I'm taking Kyler Murray. I'm taking them boys. What's his name? Not J.J. Watt. The other dude. Chandler Jones. Chandler Jones is a fucking monster. So give me Arizona minus 7.5.
I'm going to disagree here. I think Sunshine has his first NFL game with about 3 touchdowns. This defense is trash. The secondary is trash. Sorry. So if you can just, tell Chandler Jones to relax, block him up. I think that he has his way with the secondary. It's a decent game, and I think they cover the 7.5. So I'm going to go Jags +7 and the hook.
Cincinnati going to Pittsburgh -3. I'm speeding through some of these. We don't got that much time left. Cincinnati +3 in Pittsburgh. Who you got?
Division game, close game. I'm going Bengals +3.
Give me Steelers -3. We got the Miami Dolphins. Your Miami Dolphins going to Vegas, playing in Vegas to go play the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm going to take Las Vegas -4. No Tua. I don't even know who the backup quarterback is, to be honest with you. Oh, it's Brissett. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, Jacoby. I'm good. I'm going to take Las Vegas. They've been balling. I'm going to take Las Vegas -4.
I agree. I'm not going to play games. -4. Yeah.
Tampa Bay Bucks, Tom Brady and them boys in California, in LA, playing the Rams. It's 1.5. The Bucks are favorite. Who you got?
Nope. I'm going with Rams at the crib.
I ain't going against Tampa Tom. Fuck that shit. Give me Tampa Tom -1.5. 4:00 game. You got Seattle -1.5 against the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota. Minnesota's at the crib. Who you got?
I'm going to go with Russell Wilson. Angry Russell Wilson to bounce back and win this game. Cover.
I got Russell too on that one. And then you got the Green Bay Packers, the Sunday night game versus the San Francisco 49ers. This is always a big game because they're always going to talk about Aaron Rodgers not being selected first overall over Alex Smith. It's San Francisco -3.5. So Rodgers is a dog. Give me the Pack. Go Pack, go. Give me Green Bay, Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones, all them good boys, and AR-12. And I'll take AR-12 +3.5. Who you got?
Now, I want to go with Frisco to cover the spread. Aaron Rodgers cannot be the San Francisco 49ers, and he knows it. And they're in this run that -3.5. Frisco.
Last game, Philadelphia Eagles go to Dallas. They play at Jerry's house. It's -3.5 Cowboys. I'll take the Cowboys -3.5. I don't see Jalen Hurts going to that amazing facility. That should be like the 10th wonder of the world, Jerry's house. So give me Jerry's boys -3.5. Who you got, LeVon?
Yeah, no, I think they win by 3. So if we're doing the math, it's 3.5. So I'm gonna go with the Eagles to bounce back, and I think Hurts has his way with this defense, and they show up. So I'm gonna go with +3.5. Oh.
LeVon, this is fucking crazy. We ran through 40 minutes of this show like there was no tomorrow. I didn't even know if I could, I haven't done a show in almost 2 months. I didn't even know if I could fucking finish the show. And we just flew through 40 minutes, not even thinking, not even like, I have still so much left. I look at the time, I'm like, oh shit. I look up, it's flying by. So LeVon, listen, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. There's still so much more to talk about, but we'll end the show. Guys, click like, subscribe on all podcast platforms and on YouTube. The social media engagement is still so much appreciated. And we'll check you out next episode. LeVon, I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you.
Easy.